Ever since the start of the pandemic, there have been a lot of debates regarding if the academic year should continue or be stopped. A lot of people agree with the idea of the academic freeze because of various reasons, such as health risk, lack of access to gadgets, and unpreparedness of some educational institutions in conducting the academic year. But there are also a lot of people who oppose this idea. In the social media, you will see a lot of people's opinions regarding the topic of academic freeze. Each has their own reason on why they want to stop the academic year. Others believe that we must prioritize the health of our children first, but others do believe that we must impose other ways to continue the academic year.
As a college student, I do agree with the idea of academic freeze because of various reasons. The first reason is that not all of the students have the resources to cope up with online classes. And also, our country is known for a very slow internet connection.
But those who oppose the idea of academic freeze defends their standpoints.
Online class is not the only way for us to teach our students. Actually, DepEd and CHED have proposed the idea of using modules to give out to the students that do not have access to the technologies used for online classes. So, having no resources when it comes to learning through online is not a reason for you to stop learning.
Also, one reason why students want academic freeze is because of the unfairness when it comes to the treatment for every student.
Also, the use of Module Po is very unfair for other students. Those students who have access to the internet and are able to attend synchronous classes have an unfair advantage because they can learn while the teacher is discussing. Unlike for the students which are only using modules, they have to study on their own.
The professor defends that students will still have the same opportunities to learn.
What the students are saying is that there would be an unfair advantage. That is a rather large misconception. Every student has the opportunity to learn regardless of what modality they will choose. Those students that choose to do a modular can still ask questions and talk to their professor using messaging mediums.
As per the Department of Education's official statement, despite all the outcry for the academic freeze, the classes of public school will start on October 5, 2020.
As per the memorandum of the President, he has given approval to the recommendation of DepEd. Thus, we will now implement such a decision to defer school opening to October 5, pursuant to Republic Act number 11480.
The health risk is one of the biggest reasons why the idea of academic freeze prevails among the parents and the students. Here is Mother MJ, one of the parents who are concerned about the health of their child once the school starts open again.
That is one of my concerns, because how can I ensure that my child will not get the COVID once the school starts? It is really my biggest concern when it comes to this.
The Department of Education asserts that students will not be going to school and to a face-to-face class until the pandemic is over.
We assure you that we are also very concerned about the health of our students. We are not going to let them come to school if there is still a threat of COVID-19. So be rest assured that your children will be safe only doing distance learning.
Before that, President Rodrigo Duterte already stated in his statement of the nation's address that students will not return to school until a COVID-19 vaccine is approved.
Mga bata, wag muna. Yung opening ng classes, that's a very... I will not allow the opening of classes na magdikit-dikit yung mga bata. No? Unless I am sure that they are really safe. Para sa akin, bakuna muna. Pag nandiyan ang bakuna, okay na.
Another one of the main reasons for academic freeze is our country's status when it comes to internet connection. According to the recent study of ASEAN DNA, the Philippines is the country with the lowest record of internet speed, with only an average speed of 3.6 Mbps.
Yes, that is one of our biggest problems po. There are times that I'm suddenly getting disconnected from the online class because of my slow internet connection. It is becoming a big problem because I am getting disconnected and sometimes I will miss a few parts of the discussion.
But certain telecommunication companies still assure the Filipino people that our country is equipped with the latest technology in order for us to be able to rely on internet connection for the use of online classes. Despite all the issues surrounding the issue of academic freeze, school will still be open as the Department of Education and the Commission on Higher Education believe that the pandemic should not be a hindrance for our pursuit of learning. If we wait until the pandemic is over, it will take us over a year doing nothing. Continuing the school even with our limited capacity is still better than nothing, because we can compromise and adapt to changes in order for us to continue learning. BSA News TV, Malkiel Villamater reporting. Back to you, Venciel.